What's up, guys? Welcome back to Cheatham Street Relics. So I mentioned in the last video that I was taking a little vacation. Actually, it's a work trip, but it's a all expense paid 4-night trip to Gatlin, or actually Pigeon Forge area. Which you got Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, and Sevierville in that area. So I say it's like a vacation. It's actually a business trip. I'll be paid for it. My expenses will be paid for. It's hotel and meals. Anything extra, obviously, that I feel like doing will be on me. So, and there's a lot of stuff to do up in that area. If you know the area, it's kind of a nice retreat, especially for people that like the outdoorsy type, the getting out in the nature and stuff like that. Now, really, that's not me. Don't really care so much for that kind of stuff. There are lots of attractions, different things you can do. They have the Titanic exhibit museum there, which is cool if you like that kind of stuff. I got to checking on it from me and my son, who'll be going. He's 14, or will be 14 in this month. For me and him both to go through that, it's about a 30, 45 minute long deal that you go through on the Titanic thing there, just from what I've seen from looking it up and everything. But it's about 65, 70 bucks just for the two of us. And I'm not a huge, I can't really sit there and say that I'm actually a big Titanic fan. I mean, obviously, like everybody else, I've seen the movie, and it's an interesting story, especially with what transpired not long ago with the submersible that went down to see the Titanic. But so it's all fresh on everybody's mind. But I've never been a huge Titanic fan. It is an interesting story and event. But I won't say that I'm a huge Titanic fan. So I may do that. The Hollywood Wax Museum I thought would be probably something cool to do. Again, that's around 50, 60 bucks probably for us two of us to go in there, just general admission. But guys, when I go, I'm not much of a vacationer, so to speak. Now I love my antiques. Obviously, everybody kind of knows that. I will go check out the local antique stores and flea markets and stuff. That's kind of what I really look forward to doing. My son, he's like me. He's kind of a homebody. Of course, he's, like I said, 14, so he's really into those video games. It's hard to kind of pry his hands off those controllers sometimes and get him to get out and do anything. But overall, he's kind of like me. I'm just kind of a homebody. I do like to get out and travel and stuff, but as far as all the attractions and stuff, unless it's just something I'm really, really interested in or passionate about, which other than going to antique stores and stuff like that, not a lot of stuff, but that I'm just jumping up and down to do. But, when I go on vacation up there somewhere, or anywhere for that matter, I'm not so much looking for the attractions and stuff, just chill out in a nice hotel. And this hotel is really nice. It has, they have an little arcade game room, which last year we were there, and a lot of the arcades in the game room were not functioning, so it wasn't the greatest experience on that end of it. But they've got a couple nice swimming pools, outdoor pool, indoor pool. Dakota really enjoyed. He spent most of his time either in the pool or just chilling out in the room. Of course, we also like to eat out. Now, we live in rural West Tennessee, so we don't have a lot of options as far as your chain style restaurants. I mean, for an example, if you just wanted to go to a Cracker Barrel restaurant, which I'm a big fan of Cracker Barrel, I enjoy Cracker Barrel food, so it would be at least an hour drive for us to go to a Cracker Barrel. We'd have to go to Jackson, Tennessee, Murray, Kentucky, or I think Dixon, Tennessee, and they're all right about an hour, give or take, from our house. So we don't have a lot of options as far as that stuff goes. So obviously there in Pigeon Forge area, they have a lot of good restaurants. And but funny enough, people say, well, you need to try these restaurants that are unique to the area up there and this and that. But I'll be honest with you guys, last year we pretty much everything we ate, which you know was obviously my decision where we ate. Now, if my son wanted to eat somewhere in particular, obviously we would do that. But my my preference was Shoney's, Golden Corral, stuff along that line. And that might sound kind of weird to people that you're like, well, man, you're up there and there's so many options of different places to eat at and stuff. Well, number one, I'm diabetic, so I can't. They have a lot of pancake houses in that area. That's kind of a big thing up there, pancake restaurants. And I like pancakes. I don't eat them much, very seldom because of my diabetes, But and I'm not saying that Golden Corral or Shoney's are just a real healthy option for eating, but those were just two restaurants that I really, really enjoyed from my childhood and young adulthood that we had where I lived in southern Illinois. We had them around there growing up and still have some around that area. But here in West Tennessee, there's one Shoney's near us, and it's in Dixon, Tennessee. And like I said, that's just over an hour drive one way. There's a Golden Corral in Clarksville. Clarksville's probably a two-hour drive or so, which I do go to Clarksville several times a year, and a lot of times I'll stop at Golden Corral and eat while I'm up there. Those are two restaurants that are just sort of fading out, or already have faded out. You just can't find them. A lot of you may remember Ryan's buffet style restaurant. I always liked Ryan's. They had one in Jackson, Tennessee for years. They closed it. Then after that, for a while, they had one in Union City, Tennessee, which again, it's about an hour drive too. Everything's kind of about an hour drive from where we live in West Tennessee. But that one in Union City eventually closed too. And I think probably all the Ryan's restaurants have closed. But it was kind of the same concept as like Golden Corral or one of those Bonanza, one of those type buffet style restaurants. But so I hated to see those go out. But yeah, like I said, we're looking forward to the trip. We're going to leave out in the morning. It's with traffic and everything, it's about a 5-6 hour drive, and that's just easing along if you don't stop somewhere and which we'll probably stop for lunch. So it could be a 6.5 hour drive up there and back. 6.5 hour drive there and 6.5 back, depending on how you drive and how the traffic is and so forth. But, we're looking forward to it. Like I said, it's a business trip. So there are certain things I'll have to be doing that are required of me for my job. And obviously that's my first concern, is taking care of what I need to take care of for my job. And then we look forward to just relaxing at the nice hotel and Coda enjoying the pool and maybe some other stuff. Like I said, a lot of these attractions you have to pre-purchase your tickets online. A lot of people may know this, some may not. I don't talk about it a lot, but I suffer from migraine headaches. Have literally my entire life, and I'm almost 50 years old. As a matter of fact, I'll be 49 Tuesday. So suffered with those all my life. So it's hard to plan things because sure enough, as soon as I spend $75 for tickets for Monday evening at 6 o'clock, I'll have a migraine at that time, and I won't be able to go. And I don't know how they are about refunding your ticket money. So migraines, I should do a video about migraines. I guess I'm probably considered an expert on the subject. But I said all that to say this: migraines can kind of be a buzzkill, and as far as trying to make plans and plan to do stuff, that's why I'm more kind of a spur of the moment. Hey, I don't have a migraine today. I feel good. Uh, let's go do it today. Versus buying tickets for 2 or 3 days out and then hoping that when that day and time comes along, you don't have a migraine. And yes, I have migraine medication that I can take. I'm not on actually preventative medication, but I have medication I can take in the event of a migraine attack, like called Imitrex. So anyway, guys, just putting that out there. We're looking forward to our little trip to East Tennessee. This is the second year that we've been for this work-related, business-related trip. So it seems like we were just up there last week. Time goes by so quickly. But anyway, guys, just wanted to chat about that for a bit. You guys, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and where we just talk about random stuff sometimes. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next video.